UX design. This is the introduction of UI UX design. So we are going to be using a program called Figma. So in case you are asking the meaning of UI UX design, let's take a look. Alright, so the UI stands for Universal Interface, as you can see from here. It stands for Universal Interface, which refers to the interactivity, looks and feel of product screen. Alright, so this is the look of the screen, the user interface, like what you are seeing on the screen. Then it's being used to create web pages and applications. Then the UI covers a user overall experience, which is what the UI is an abbreviation of user experience. Alright, so that's the meaning of UI UX design. So the UI is for the user interface, then the UX is for the user experience. Alright, so this is our Figma dashboard. All you need to do is to download your Figma. As you can see, what we have here is Figma. So we did a research on the meaning of UI UX design, and you can see that the app that was given to us to download is Figma. This is one of the most used app. I think over 5 million people are using this app because they have a mobile version. So you can just go to your browser and click on Figma, Figma. All right, so here is it. So it has a desktop app for Mac OS, for Windows. So it also has a mobile app, so you can go straight to your Play Store, so you can download the app. If you're using iPhone, you can also go to your Apple Store and you can download it there also. So it has for iOS, for iPad. So basically this is the most used app that is being used to design in UI UX era. So we are going to make use of Figma. As you can, if you don't have a laptop, you can simply just go to your Play Store to download the app. So it's still the same thing. It's just that using your laptop, you have more features. You'll be able to skate through because you know the difference. So, but you can also replicate it on your phone. All right, so you can go ahead and download that on your mobile phone. Alright, so these are basic environment. So we're just going to look at some few things. So first you want to do is to go to your design. Alright, so we can see that we have different things here. So we have sites, boosts. We'll look at all these things later. This slide to create slide, but first of all, we are more concerned about designing app with this particular software. So I'll show you some things that you can do with Figma. Alright, as you can see, this is a mobile app, and this is another mobile app. So you once you see any app that looks very neat, you know that they use Figma to design it. Either there are many apps that you can use, but Figma is one of the most popular app you can use out there. So the likes of your your OP and those special apps that you use, the interface were designed using Figma. All right, most of the interface of this your app, they were designed by the UI UX designer, so not just back-end programmers. Okay, so for better understanding, this is a website. As you can see, this is a website and it's designed with Figma. All right, so a programmer can also program this thing from scratch, writing codes, but it cannot be as beautiful and clean as this. So if you are seeing a website that is as clean as this with these features and so many animations involved in it, you will know fully well that this site is definitely was designed by a UX designer. All right, so you can easily state the difference. You can easily notice the difference between a site that was built by hand coding, though there are some programmers that are very good. So mind you, once you are done building your website or not, you're building your app, you still need a back-end developer to. So there are some websites that need a developer, especially apps. All right, there are some basic static websites that doesn't even need a back-end development. All right, but most of the websites that needs to interact with database, you need to sign up and so many other things. Maybe creating an account and all those stuff. So after the UX designer has designed the interface, just like what you are seeing now, this is cool website. So the developer will go from the back end and do his own development from the back end so that it can be interactive. But what you are seeing here is being designed by UX designer. All right, so this is an app, as you can see. So basically 90% of the app you are seeing on your phones were not actually just designed by programmers, but the interface were designed by UX designers. So let's kickstart. So alright, so we want to click on your design. So you can, like I said, you can download the app from Play Store and create your account. So you go over to design. Anything you are doing here, you can also pre-create it on your phone. So you click on design. It's going to open up a new window for you. Mind you, we are using the app. This is a desktop app. All right. Okay, this is our design environment. So you can see that we have our basic tools here. So just like those that are doing the graphic design. So UX design is a little bit closer to graphic design. So if you're a graphic designer, you will find it very, very easy to understand. All right, so let's play with some of these things we have here. So on your keyboard, if you hit F, that's your frame. If you hit F on your keyboard, that's your frame. So as you can see my console, I'm going to drag this. Okay. These are our design environments. For example, we are building a website. This is going to be our web page. So for clarification purpose, it is better you name all your designs so you can understand which and which you are dealing with. Because if you check your left hand bar, your left side bar, you see that this is your frame. Like I said, if you click on F on your keyboard, you can easily draw your frame. So that's the shortcut to draw your frame. This is your frame. So you can double click on this frame one to rename it. Let me say home page. Let me just call it home page, or just basically home. All right. Click on enter. As you can see, now the name has changed. All right, we have home here. So let's just quickly play around and see what we have here. So we have these are rectangle tools you can use to draw anything. So you have your line, your arrow. All right, let's make use of these tools. So this can be used to let me say, for example, let's say this is a home page of your website. You need a header, so you can just come here and drag it like this. Okay, you can also reduce it, and then you can come here. Let me remove this, and then you can come here and change the fee color. Let's say you want to make it blue. All right, so you can also come here so this is the position. So as you can see, so that's what you can do with that. Let me click on F. I prefer using frame. So with frame, I guess we have the better features. I'm going to delete that. So we're going to look at others. This line, so we're going to just drag this. Alright, it depends on what you wish to do with it. Alright, so I'm going to delete that. So we're just trying to play around to see what we can. So this arrow maybe indicate direction. So I'm going to delete that. We'll come back here and this eclipse. Alright, so there's something I'm going to show you here. As you can see, once you drag this eclipse now, alright, now you can see eclipse 1. Alright, so let me duplicate this. So Control D, this is eclipse 2. So I'm going to give this a separate color. I'll come here and make this one red. As you can see, the red is on top of this gray. Let me rename this one. Okay, I'll call it red. Okay, so if I want this gray one to come up, what I'm going to do is to come here. I will bring this one up. As you can see. So once I bring this one up, this one will be behind it. Alright, so we're just trying to play with some materials we have here, so in case we start designing, we know where to go and things to pick. Okay, so we're going to delete that. I'll just take them somewhere. Alright, so we still have other things to play with here. We have star. You can drag this. So it all depends on what you are designing. So there's what we call wireframe. We'll look at that after this introduction. There's what we call wireframe. In other words, in order for you to start designing, you must first of all sketch everything that you want to do. In other words, if you are building an app, each of the page you have to sketch them out first. That's your wireframe. You must first of all have a complete design of your app on physical paper or your website before you can start designing. At least it will be easier for you, if you understand, because you don't have to be picking from your head. So everything we are doing here now, you can use your phone to check it out. Alright, so we are going to delete this. So you can come here, this font. So I will type so you can see that. So this is your test. So here you can add comments. So these are the basic things that you have now. Unlike your CorelDRAW, for those that are in the CorelDRAW class, this is your pick and drop tools. So I'm going to come here. If I click on this, and if I come here to drag, you're going to see comment. Alright, so I need to add comment here. Now there will be comment here. Isaiah, new, right? So I need to come here and drop it. So I can move this around. I can try to move this one to this place. So I can only make use of this. I have to drop my tools. This is where I drop tools. So it's kind of related. You can see that it's the same method with graphic designing, but the difference is that this one comes with different rules. When we start, design proper, you understand what I'm talking about. So this is just to play with it, and I also show you how to, where you can get the app. So make sure you download the app and try to replicate what we just did here. Try to play with some of the features that we have here. So we'll start designing proper. You will not find it difficult to be looking for where to get your cycle, where to get your shapes and everything. You have everything here. They're all right here. You can even import image. You click on image. Just look for let me click on open this one. So it's a click or drag to place the image. So I'm going to drag. Here's the image. Alright, as you can see, this is my image. So it's that easy. This is how you input things. So we are going to make use of all these features we are showing you now, because you will need to import image if you are making your designs. And mind you, all these things must be created first. Alright, so it's not something we just come and start designing. So in our next class, we are going to look at other areas and going to design proper. So this is just the introduction. So make sure you design make sure you install your app from your Play Store and see what you can do with it. They're actually very, very simple. You can play with it and discover things for yourself. But stay tuned till we meet again. So in our next class, we'll continue from here. This is just the introduction, and make sure that you have the app ready before our next class.